what's up guys? Got Dave here, out for a little morning ride on the RC8. It's been a while since I've taken this bike out, so I figured I'd take it out and get it flowing. The worst thing you could do for a vehicle, car or bike, is to leave it sit, is to not use it. Absolutely worst thing you could do. But I was at Cycle Gear the other day. Just went by there because I was out in the valley, and I just figured I'd stop by and see what was cracking, see what was on sale or whatever, you know, just kind of like look around the store, just like give it a little walk through. And I noticed up at the counter, and I've seen them before, but I didn't really think about it. They have, like, right next to the red reflectors that I've already made a video about, that they have a little screw and a spring and stuff, like a wing nut on the back of them, and you screw them onto the holes of your license plate. And so therefore you're legal because you got red reflector in the back of your bike. I have two of them, like on the back of my license plate, and that way I'm legal as far as having a red reflector, which is required by law. And got some freaking traffic here or what? But anyway, I noticed those blue reflectors, and I asked the guy, I'm like, how many of those do you sell? And he's like, surprisingly, we sell just as many of those as the red ones. And I'm like, really? I'm all, they're illegal, right? And he's like, yeah. He's like, you'll get a ticket if you put them on your bike. He's like, I have no idea why we even sell them. And I was like, we were kind of just like laughing because like we both knew that it's like the only people who are allowed to have blue lights on their vehicles are emergency vehicles, you know, like police and fire department and stuff like that. And it's usually blue lights or the police, and all the police motorcycles around here, they'll have two blue lights on the back of their bike. And I don't know if that's what those blue reflectors are like simulating, you know, like people like that want to be, you know, look like they're a cop from behind so that cars watch out for them more or something. If you're on the freeway and you see a motorcycle up ahead and it's got those blue dots, it's really easy to recognize, you know, that he's a police officer. And on the other hand, it's like when you see people that are dressed up as cops on like one of those Kawasaki 1000s or a BMW, like one of those an RT 1200, you know, one of the cop bikes, and they'll actually have like the tall black boots on, and they'll even have like a split helmet that's like black, like when you're looking at it from the back it'll be like black on the bottom and then white on top, and which is exactly like how the police like their helmets look. And there's a lot of guys that'll like kind of dress up as police officers, and I think that that's a major safety advantage, you know, like a lot of the old guys that ride around, they'll do that. That way when other cars are driving around them, you know, the cars are like, is he a real cop or not? Or, you know, like they're kind of afraid, so they kind of mind their manners. And I think that that actually helps those guys stay safe, and that's the reason why they do it. But it's really easy to tell if they're not a real cop because they won't have those blue lights in the back of their bike. Because unless you're an actual, you know, a real police officer, you're not allowed to have those. So I just figured I'd talk about that in case you're at your local motorcycle shop and you see some blue reflectors and you're like, oh, that would be cool. I don't know, man, it might get you a ticket depending on how the laws are in your area. So take it easy, have a great day, and I'll see you later.